Trust conditionally, love unconditionally. If you're gonna trust somebody, make sure you don't trust them with everything. Every relationship in your life plays a part. I love on people who fucking hate on me. Always love unconditionally. This is gonna be a good one. Trust conditionally, love unconditionally. What does that mean? Let me break it down. If you're gonna trust somebody, make sure you don't trust them with everything. This ties in with collateral. We're just gonna go a little bit deeper on the trust and how you're supposed to love without conditions. But if you're gonna trust somebody, you should not trust that person fully with everything. Not saying that you're holding back or you're keeping things from each other. What I'm saying is that sometimes when you trust somebody with everything in all aspects, all right, you might just be the problem of why there's too much confidence, too much confianza between you guys to get over on each other, to not have boundaries. Trust conditionally. That whole saying of trust no one, I personally don't believe in that shit. All right, I feel like you have to trust people, but there has to be conditions. There has to be boundaries. There has to be, you know what part you play in my life, be the best at that, vice versa. But there are conditions that you just can't fully trust that person in. Anybody, I mean, even your fucking parents, right? You can tell your parents, if your parents have a healthy relationship, right? Healthy marriage, they've been married for 30 years. You can trust them with bringing or asking for relationship advice. You should not trust your parents with financial advice, or at least trust them in giving you good financial advice if they're not financially in the place where you want to be. And you understand where I'm going with this? Right? So it's not necessarily like you want to have your walls up, and just make sure there's boundaries. Make sure there's doors that are just not open in all your relationships. Every relationship in your life plays a part. Now, how do you love them? Unconditionally. Don't love them as much as what they can do for you. I love on people who fucking hate on me. I love on people who say, you know, Eddie, you're a gangster, you're a cheater, you're a fucking criminal. I've heard it all, right? The only time that you don't love somebody is you just don't care for them. But if you hate somebody, that's an emotion too. You're attaching an emotion to hating somebody. That person's gonna play a big part, and you be mad, you be miserable. I don't hate nobody. I either don't care for them, I don't wish them bad, I don't wish them good, or I love them unconditionally. I love people. I pour into people without even knowing who the fuck they really are. Right? I'm doing that for you right now. I am pouring into you unconditionally because I just want the best for you with nothing in return. There is no conditions. If you're watching this right now, that's enough of a return of what I expect from you tuning in and listening to this and taking it and applying it to your life. Right? If I can just help you with one story, one aspect, right? One experience that I've had to help you and keep you from repeating that, your love was returned to me. Right? And then even better, even further is if you get that and you pay it forward. Right? And I might not even know you. I might never even meet you. But I'm loving and I'm pouring into you unconditionally with nothing, no expectations in return. That's how you need to love on everybody. All right. Once you start to grow that emotion of hate, right, it's going to affect you more than it is that person. Because most people, when they start to hate people, they keep most of that animosity within. And it affects their productivity. It affects their performance. It affects their growth much more than it does when you are mad and lashing out on that person and trying to belittle them and bring them down just to make yourself feel a little bit better for a very temporary time. So trust with conditions. Unfortunately, that's just the way that a healthy dynamic in any relationship is going to last. All right, you can take it from me, you can learn it on your own, you can start to open your mind to this and see, damn, you know what? And he was right. But always love unconditionally. Always love unconditionally.